G'day, my name's Neen James and I'm an attention expert. I was recently with one of my media companies in California and one of the leaders asked me, Neen, how do we get people to pay attention in an environment where we want them to be more flexible and definitely more agile, but how do we create that kind of culture? So we brainstormed 5 different ways that you can really get your team to pay more attention to what truly matters by creating a more agile and flexible work culture. Strategy number 1 is to use technology. These days, people can work from anywhere. With technology changing the pace at which we work, it's also given us so many more choices. So providing your team members can stay connected to what is really important, let's leverage technology as the first strategy. Strategy number 2 is to remove the burden of guilt. If you allow people to work off-site, in a conference room, maybe even work from home. Maybe they commute different hours to everyone else. We need the ability to take care of the guilt. You see, sometimes when people work from home, they feel guilty if they're not online. But let's not do that. If you really want a flexible environment where people pay attention to what matters, it's about getting the work done, not about how long it takes to get it done. So strategy number 2 is to remove the burden of guilt. Strategy number 3 is to create a team unity. If you really want a team that is more flexible, they need to know that they can rely on each other. That if someone is sick or one of their children is sick or they're looking after aged parents, that others can pick up that particular workload for them. Team unity is something that happens over time. It means the team needs to be aware of each other's responsibilities and commitments. So if you as a leader want to create a team unity, it starts with you, by you role modeling that. To create a more agile and flexible workplace, strategy number 4 is to reevaluate the actual environment that everyone is working in. Many of my clients have hired me to help them make the transition from people being in offices to open plan environments. And on our blog, neenjames.com, you can see so many articles on how to be productive and pay attention in an open plan environment. But strategy number 4 about reevaluating is have a look at the way your team is set up. Who needs real office space? Who needs to collaborate? Where are some areas you could create to encourage creativity and collaboration and design? Where can you brainstorm? Where is those quiet spaces that people need? If you want a flexible work culture, it means as a leader you need to look at all the elements. Do they get enough light? Is the temperature okay? Are you catering for all of the senses in your workplace? Strategy number 5, when it comes to creating an agile and flexible work culture, if you really want to pay attention. Strategy number 5 is to create a disruption-free zone. That's right. Can you create a time of day, maybe pick an afternoon, where there's no meetings and people are free for creative thought and completion of projects? Disruption-free zones can be so powerful, especially for teams who are under deadlines or have very creative roles. So there are 5 ways you can create a more agile and flexible work culture by paying attention as a leader. Use technology. Remove the burden of guilt. Create team unity, reevaluate the environment, and then lastly, create a disruption-free zone. But what would you add? Feel free to write your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are we connected on social media? And if not, let's do it. My Twitter handle is here below, @NeenJames, so you can come across and like us on Facebook, which is just Neen James. I'd love to hear what you're doing as a leader to really get your team to pay attention and to create an environment that everyone wants to be a part of. You see, I believe attention pays.